evening. This is the Vsb Tv 11 News for Tuesday, February 18th. I'm Peter Cattell. Our top story. It has come to light that opposition MP David Birch received a letter this morning with a threat of legal action. The letter comes on the heels of allegations Mr. Birch made in the House of Assembly on Friday, as well as on a radio talk show. VSB's Julia Smet has more.
Ministers of Parliament all have parliamentary privilege, which means they can't be sued for anything they say in the House of Assembly. However, they do not receive the same privilege in regards to statements made outside the House of Assembly. Shadow Finance Minister David Birch took to his Facebook page and posted a status that read, quote, "This is getting interesting. Let me say this. It is impossible to defame someone if your statements are true. I know what I heard as I was there, and I will go to my grave and or the poorhouse to defend my right to speak truth to the country of my birth and to the constituents I represent. I do not fear a lawsuit. I welcome it, as I'm happy to speak under oath as to what was said to me without fear of contradiction. I am Bermudian, and this is our future that you are messing with. Come clean and stop trying to silence me with your legal team. Come clean with the people of this country or resign." End quote. In regards to the legal threats, Mr. Birch said that the Premier will not silence him with threats. He lamented that he is doing his job and that the Premier needs to answer the questions that were asked in regards to the nature of his and his private business partner's relationship with Mr. Nathan Lando. I'm Julia Smat, reporting for VSB News.
In the early hours of last Friday morning, police were called to a report of a burglary at a residence on the South Road, Hamilton Parish. The complainant reported that she was asleep in her residence when a man gained entry and threatened her with a knife while making demands for money. The suspect then made off with an undisclosed amount of money, a mobile phone, and a 40-inch Samsung television. An active investigation into this incident has commenced with officers from the Eastern CIU following specific lines of inquiry. Anyone with any information is asked to contact Sergeant Smith on 247-1442. Well-known former Bermuda cricket star Anthony Pacer Edwards has succumbed to the serious injuries he suffered in a road traffic accident on Thursday, February the 6th. Mr. Edwards, who was 51 years old, is the third road traffic fatality for 2014. Police say that he was traveling west on his motorcycle when he was involved in a collision with an open-back intermediate truck that was exiting Marley Beach Drive in Southampton Parish. Acting Sergeant Sean Hassel of the Roads Policing Unit is the lead investigating officer, and a family liaison officer has been assigned to the family. Anyone who witnessed the collision or has any information as to the whereabouts of Mr. Edwards prior to the accident is asked to contact Acting Sergeant Hassel at 247-1200 or use his email shassel@bbs.bm. East End MP Nandi Outerbridge, the OBA parliamentarian at the centre of the bitter row between the Premier and the opposition leader, last night broke her silence, admitting she had made a tape of her conversation with PLP leader Mark Bean. She said she did so because she did not trust him and decided to record their conversation on her cell phone for her own protection. In her statement, Ms. Outerbridge alleged that Mr. Bean said many disgusting and disturbing things. VSB News' Chris Lodge reads the statement in full.
Ms. Outerbridge said, "On Friday in the House of Assembly, I was challenged by the opposition leader, Mr. Mark Bean, in regards to a conversation we had last year. The conversation took place at a time I was going through a personal family challenge. Mr. Bean had been contacting me frequently on the day of the conversation via text messages, saying that we should have a conversation to discuss my situation. It seemed he was not going to give up on speaking with me, so I decided to meet him. I must say that I did not feel any trust toward Mr. Bean, and so decided, for my own protection, to record our conversation. I did so using my cell phone. During the conversation, which took place in the opposition lounge outside the House of Assembly, Mr. Bean said many disgusting and disturbing things that, if heard, the people of Bermuda would see in a poor light. In addition, he said, I would be attacked if I did not resign, as he could not control some of his other colleagues. I want to say I have no intention of releasing the tape because it was for my own personal protection at that time and should have never been a topic of any other person's conversations. On a final note, Mr. Bean said I was pressured to wear a wire to record the conversation. No one pressured me, and I did not wear a wire. He is just assuming that that was what happened. I hope this at least sets the record straight. Chris Lodge, Vsb News.
The Commissioner of Police and top police brass are going public to give an update on current strategies they are using for tackling crime. Commissioner Michael De Silva will chair a town hall meeting at the Somerset Primary School on Thursday, and members of the public are urged to attend. Assisted by Deputy Commissioner Michael Jackman and Assistant Commissioners Paul Wright and Antoine Daniels, the police will be open to any questions about policing in our community. The police feel that the public perspective is important, and anyone wishing to submit questions via email may do so to pmr@bps.bm by Wednesday. The meeting gets underway at 6 p.m. Thursday. A 53-year-old man appeared in Magistrates Court this morning on charges of possessing cannabis and cultivation. Robert Holman pleaded guilty to possessing 0.5 grams of marijuana, having drug paraphernalia, and cultivating cannabis plants. The court heard that Holman lives on a houseboat which is called Seaweed. Police boarded the houseboat, which was located near Duck Island in Pembroke, on September 19th of last year, after they received a tip that Holman was cultivating marijuana. Once on board, police found the drug along with 2 juvenile plants. Senior Magistrate Archibald Warner fined the defendant a total of $1,800. A town hall meeting to discuss integrated resort casino gaming in Bermuda had been scheduled for last Thursday evening. The meeting has since been rescheduled and will take place tomorrow night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Piers 6 on Front Street in the lower level. Minister of Tourism Sean Crockwell said, in addition to these town hall meetings and events put on by the Future Bermuda Alliance, we will also meet with representatives of social services organizations to discuss how the ministry intends to mitigate social risks. Minister Crockwell encourages anyone with questions or concerns about gaming in Bermuda to attend one of the meetings. Still ahead, it's Rachel with the weather preview.
Thanks, Peter. Mainly fair conditions will persist through tomorrow. Tonight, not much activity, so we're not expecting any rain tonight. Please stay tuned for the full weather report as we take a look at the week ahead.
The weather radar picture provided courtesy of the Ministry of Transport on Vsb Tv 11.
Save $1.40 on Purdue fresh chicken drumsticks, just $1.99 per pound for a family pack. California Mineola Tengellos, just 89 cents each. Only $1.39 for a 1-pound box of Ronzoni elbow macaroni. Snack on Wise potato chips, only $1.49 for a 3.75-ounce bag. Sierra Mist, Mug Root Beer, or Pepsi Soda, $2.99 for a 2-liter bottle. All stores open Monday through Saturday until 10 p.m. and Sunday 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Copyfax is Bermuda's authorized Samsung dealer. See a large range of Samsung color and black and white multifunctional machines, printers, scanners, faxes, and copiers, and all networkable. Copyfax has Samsung machines suitable for home, office, or any size business in an A4 format, taking up less room than other similar equipment. And replacement supplies are in stock for all of their Samsung products. Affordable shopping at Copyfax Limited, where service comes first.
Noah's Ark Feed and Supply at Marsh Lane, Devonshire, with the best selection of pet supplies in Bermuda. Tropical fish enthusiasts will find everything for building the perfect aquarium, large or small. Noah's Ark can feed your pets with quality brand name foods, as well as providing them with nutritional supplements and grooming supplies to keep them looking and feeling their best. Don't forget playtime. Your dogs, cats, birds, and other family favorites will love the toys and activity items too. Noah's Ark Feed and Supply, #1 on every animal lover's list, open till 6 nightly.
Hi, I'm Diane Carlson. I'll be broadcasting live from the Coldwell Banker Bermuda Realty Home Show at Cedar Bridge Academy on Saturday between 10 a.m. and 12 noon during the Rick Dees Weekly Top 40 on Mix 106 FM. Stop by and say hello.
Bermuda is an easy way to find great discounts while discovering fun activities to do in Bermuda.
Discover the best spas, restaurants, activities, services, and shops at 50% off.
Sign up to Bermuda and start saving today.
The increasingly popular Pechakucha Night makes its return on Thursday with 10 fascinating speakers dealing with everything from beekeeping to roller derbies and from kite photography to speed limit lotteries. Even more exciting, the free event is being held in the Blue Water Anglers Club on East Broadway with a $15 per head fish fry plate and a bar with club prices. Organizer Nikki Gouret is looking for 150 people to have a stimulating evening.
We've got lined up 10, from all very interesting, I should say. We've got a beekeeper here, 20 years. Mr. Sinclair will be talking about the bees and what's happening to them and what I think we can all do to help them survive in Bermuda, which is very important. We've got a speed limit lottery by Thiago Garcia. We have very interesting topic. Another one is a roller derby. A young lady here is trying to set it up in Bermuda, so she's going to be talking about roller derby and how people can enter and become part of the roller derby in Bermuda, and several other speakers also.
Tremendous variety.
Yes, indeed. That's what we aim for. We want to try different venues. We invite different people to come and present. We're always looking for new presenters. I want to get out there, and we've never denied anybody to present. We always do have a practice before because we want to make sure that we are prepared for the public and give everybody who comes a good time and also a thought-provoking time with ideas. And that's what we're looking for, to present good ideas in Bermuda, how to change our culture, how to improve it, how to create a community feeling. So that's what we're aiming for with Pechakucha.
Is there a question and answer period?
Yeah, that's always very exciting. As you know, Pechakucha is only 20 slides, and you speak for 20 seconds on each slide. But at the end of it, there is a question and answer period for 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And the public asks very interesting questions that the presenter usually answers very well.
Budget Day is some 3 days away, and already Green Rock has a wish list. A Green Rock spokesman says government could provide more incentives to allow people to install alternative sources of power. The organization also would like to see signs in the budget that government is taking the issue of the island's reliance on fossil fuels more seriously. Green Rock would also like to see government turn its attention more seriously to energy efficiency with a new Energy Act that would ultimately benefit seniors, service and social enterprise organizations. Michael Valdez, the new managing director of Sotheby's International Realty, has just completed a whistle-stop visit to the island to inspect its luxury properties in the company of Buddy Rigo, president of local affiliate Rigo SIR. Mr. Valdez said he looked at a property selling for $19.5 million and thought it amazing value if compared to other parts of the world. Bermuda, he said, was still a great place with great value for money, where realtors could sell home ownership like the membership of an exclusive club, whose members already include the likes of Michael Bloomberg and Ross Perot. Now, here's a look at the daily markets, presented by Bias.
Here are the daily markets presented by Bias. Stock markets around the world edged higher today following a fresh round of stimulus from the Bank of Japan, though the gains were limited by some tepid economic data. The S&P 500 rose 0.12% to 1,841 as a $25 billion acquisition deal offset slower than forecast growth in manufacturing. The Nasdaq rose 0.68% to 4,273. Bermuda stocks advanced on the day. Montpelier Re rose 92% to $28.51. Excel Group increased 0.51% to $29.38. Most European indices advanced on the day. The CAC 40 dropped 0.1% to 4,331. The FTSE 100 rose 0.9% to 6,796. The DAX index was little changed as German investor confidence fell. The Shanghai H index dropped 0.77% to 2,119. Hong Kong shares fell as China's central bank drained funds from the financial system for the first time in 8 months. Latin American indices retreated today. Brazil's Vsb dropped 2.05% to 46,600 on concern that slowing growth in real estate companies will negatively impact earnings. Treasury yields dropped as a report showed that New York City area manufacturing slowed more than expected. The U.S. 10-year yield decreased 3 basis points to 2.71%. The Japanese yen decreased against major currencies after the Bank of Japan boosted its lending programs in order to maintain the monetary easing in efforts to control deflation. The euro advanced 0.36% versus the dollar to 1.38. That was a look at the daily markets presented by Bias. There's more news after the break.
Save $2 on juicy red seedless grapes, just $2.99 per pound. Roast a fresh certified Angus beef top round roast for Sunday dinner, $5.99 per pound. Mott's Mini Fruit Punch or apple juice, $1.99 for a 4-pack. Save $1.19 on a 9-ounce box of Steak-'em sliced steaks, just $3.99. Great for lunches, Disha white meat tuna and water, $2.79 for a 7-ounce tin. Visit our website at www.marketplace.pm for more super specials.
Over the years, Bermuda has boasted a number of professional tap dancers, and now we have Mitchell Trott to enjoy in person and on film. Impresario, author, and now filmmaker Dale Butler will present the talented Mr. Trott and a 45-minute film of the couple's visit to Havana, Cuba to get expert coaching in tap. It is called Havana Tap and will be screened on Thursday evening at the BUEI on East Broadway starting at 7:30 p.m. Dale Butler sets the scene.
I have a 45-minute film called Havana Tap. I'm not known as a filmmaker, but it's something that I've moved towards. Havana Tap covers not only a look at Mitchell Trott, who went to Cuba in 2012, but it also gives you an insight into Cuba, from its cars to its architecture and, of course, its music. Bermuda has produced a number of outstanding tap dancers. When you mention tap, you often think of Bishop Kane's. And luckily, Mitchell, who was taught by Suzette Harvey, took advantage of the Cuba memorandum that I signed in 2004 as the Minister of Culture. And it took us some 3 or 4 days before we found a tap dancer. We were given a couple of professors, and they became very busy. And then we found an 84-year-old gentleman who sends 4 to a dozen students to Spain every year based on the training they receive in Cuba. So you get an insight into Mitchell's tap dance lesson.
Where did he learn?
Well, at the Suzette Harvey United Dance Company, and he's done work overseas. Yes, and of course in Cuba. It's not a boring 45 minutes of tap, so you get an insight into what Cuba looks like. I tried to cover it from food to its various culture, and especially its music, having sent Professor Eddie Ming there, Professor Keith Casey there, Eugene Stovall, and a variety of people have been able to take advantage of that memorandum.
Interesting. And tap is such a, I think, unusual mode for music that we haven't really done very much with it here, have we?
Well, Suzette Harvey and a couple of the other companies have really tried. In fact, even in Cuba, they said, tap? No, you come here for jazz. But they did have some, when we were stuck looking for teachers, I offered $100 and immediately got 12. 12 teachers. And why did I go for an 84-year-old? I thought that would be a story in itself. And it was a story. Mitchell was just overwhelmed.
Buying a new bike? Go with the company that offers brand name quality and great after-sales service. Oleander Cycles. Whether you're a daily commuter looking for a reliable ride or business owner sourcing wheels for your delivery team, you'll find bikes to suit your needs at Oleander Cycles. Oleander carries quality bikes from respected manufacturers EGO and TGB, and a full line of accessories from helmets to top boxes and baby seats. Just as important as the bike is the service behind it. Oleander delivers with 7-day-a-week service in our 4 locations, same-day service with appointment, an extensive inventory of parts, and a 6-month warranty on new bikes. Visit our Hamilton or Paget showroom today. Best bikes, best service, Oleander Cycles.
As part of the Black History Month observance, Vsb TV 11 is showing relevant films on Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. As a result, NBC network programming, including Olympic coverage, will be interrupted at these times. In celebration of Black History Month, the Defense Broadcasting Company Limited is proud to present films acknowledging the contributions made by black people throughout the world. See these historic films at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays during Black History Month. On Vsb TV 11, sponsored by Belco, Lindo's, Gibbons Company, Bermuda Bistro, Caesar's Pharmacy and Sports R Us.
One of the important aspects discussed at the recent sports conference is a lack of collaboration between schools, clubs, athletes, and national sports governing bodies. Several speakers touched on a 69-page draft policy which has 4 priorities: to have athletes well trained, stronger organizations, upgrading facilities, and a plan for youth development. VSB Sports attended the conference and spoke to a few of the representatives.
Tracy Cherie from the Bermuda Napo Association. I've been attending the sports conference this morning. It's been great so far. Beautiful collaborative effort bringing the sports bodies together to make suggestions for future development of sports in our country. We hope that this is an annual event and continues on to be a success.
Craig Simons, representing Bermuda Gymnastics Association. My first year attending this conference. It's very informative. We learn about issues that women are having in sports, and we're trying to become more aware of what the problems are and how to better resolve these issues in Bermuda for Bermuda sports as a whole.
Now with Neil Spate, Executive Officer of the Bermuda Cricket Board. Neil, what do you think about the conference?
It's an outstanding opportunity. Really commend government for putting this on, and all the national sports governing bodies for attending. The presentations have been outstanding. The opportunity to interact with other people, in a similar walk of life that we are in, has been a great success. And I'm going to be taking plenty of things away with one of our board members to our board and looking to move our sport forward and hopefully help some of the other organisations out too.
Yeah. What are the concerns of the cricket board?
We've all got concerns, and it's usually because we don't have money, but I think that's something we're hearing across the board. There's difficult economic times, many people in the same boat, and we've been looking at ways that we can strategise to make all our operations sustainable, so everyone's pulling in the same direction, which is great, in the small country and community that we are here.
Yeah. You think that the national sports policy will be ratified, or is there any feeling, or is it too soon to tell?
I think there's been some good input already. It's a massive document, it's an important document, and I'm sure there'll be continued feedback to make sure that it gets right, and I think it's going to be an important framework to building our sport and getting back into our community in the future years. So commend anyone to take the time to have a look at it and give their feedback.
Right. On a slightly separate note, I understand things are going good with our youngsters in South Africa.
Yeah, it's a development tour, so it's not all about performance and winning. It's about experience, cultural development and learning, and they've had some fantastic opportunities over there already to understand how things work in a different country. But they, after getting a good lesson in the first 2 games, we actually got our first victory today, so I know the squad are very excited and having a great time. So looking forward to them continuing the tour and then coming back on Thursday. We'll be down the airport to welcome them back and share their efforts with the community.
That should do it. Enjoy your new shower.
Experience the bold look of Kohler at a Kohler registered showroom.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's VSB weather forecast. Our weather shot is brought to us by Royden Talbot, taken at 3 this afternoon in Spanish Point. Water like glass, absolutely beautiful. And even though we've got some blue skies, it's lots of fluffy meringue clouds in the sky. Absolutely beautiful day to be outside. Thank you, Royden, for sending in this shot. Temperatures for today, at a high of 63 at 1 in the afternoon and a low of 57 at 6 in the morning. Current conditions, 59 degrees, humidity 55%, winds east-southeast 8 knots, and barometric pressure is steady at 30.31 inches. Rainfall in the month of February, 4.74 for a yearly total of 10.97. Yearly normal for this time, a bit lower at 8.52 inches. And looking at the satellite. High pressure ridging across the area from the northeast will hold mainly fair conditions through Wednesday. A weak boundary will move across the area Thursday, bringing the chance of a shower or 2. High pressure returns Friday, with mainly fine conditions holding through Saturday. And taking a look at the gateway cities, Atlanta, mostly cloudy, 71. Boston, possible snow, and 41. Charlotte, mostly cloudy, 69. London, mostly cloudy, and 54. Miami, 83, and mostly sunny. New York, 45, mostly cloudy. Orlando, 81, and mostly sunny. Philadelphia, possible rain, and 46. Toronto, light snow, and 34. Washington, mostly cloudy, and 54 degrees. Back at home tonight, mostly cloudy with a low near 58. Winds east-southeast 5 to 10 knots, and then veering south-southeast overnight. Tomorrow, mix of sun and cloud with a high near 63. Winds south-southeast 5 to 10 knots, and then veering south-southwest, and then increasing to 12 to 18 knots. Marine tonight, small craft warning, seas inside the reef 0 to 2 feet, but seas outside the reef 5 to 9 feet. Sea surface temperature is 68 degrees. Marine tomorrow, no warnings, seas inside the reef 1 to 2 feet, seas outside the reef 4 to 7 feet. High tide will be at 10:51 in the morning, and low tide will be at 4:59 in the afternoon. And looking at the 5-day forecast. Thursday, partly cloudy with 1 or 2 showers, mainly late, breezy with a high near 70. Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 70. Saturday, mostly sunny, high near 71. Sunday, mostly cloudy with showers, high near 71. Thank you to Fred Briley, our meteorologist for tonight, and everyone at the Bermuda Weather Service. I'm Rachel Sawden. Have a great evening.
Thanks for tuning in to the TV 11 News. Good night.
Peter Cattell's attire courtesy of A.S. Cooper & Sons Limited. Wardrobe and makeup for Rachel Sawden, provided by Gibbons Company.
Vsb TV 11, Bermuda.